8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, my 7.
Second and 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah. I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Bree's going to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
5-9. Easy, opposite. 54. All day. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw on second down. Brees looking for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the play.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Demario Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
47. Check, 47. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Darren Lee, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check back 47. Check back 47. Alpha. 47's the mic.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Harris now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yeah. No. 36. 61. Matchbox lights. Go. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. It's been a long day for you.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Seven, our score after 1.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, dude. Let's get off the field. 47's the mic. 47. Here we go, G.
On first down, Eason. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Go! 47's the mic, 47's the mic. Tackles. 47 mic, 47 mic. Mike, 47.
Here's second and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You're good. I'm full. Ready. Hey, Delta. Give me some.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Check 15. 36. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made by Hilton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. Check 13. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Eason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
15, Mike, 15. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Saints 31-7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
On second and very short, Breeze. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
5-9. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, high 7. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On second and 12, Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. Ricky. Hey,
Breeze now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This just a 24-yard attempt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike,
The final shot before break. Eason rolling to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 43. Check 9.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
11. We're good.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch it. Check. Ready, check.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, exit. 56. Here we go. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
At the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
They go with Murray again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Saints 45, Colts 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, check Mike 50. Hey, Alpha. 50. Check Mike 50. Check. Mike's 50. Hey, come on, oh. Hey, lock it. Check 3. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. They can't hang with that.
To throw again. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Dude, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Army. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 4th down, Eason, rush coming, and he's taken down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Set. 5-9. Right there. 54 Mike. Bring it.
On 1st down, Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the twist.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there. 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Again, it's Murray. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Hey, kill. 56, Mike, 56.
Buzz.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Delta. 55.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 5. Looking deep for Hilton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They run with Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
A good pickup there at 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Here's Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ready? Yellow lady.
56, right there, 56.
21.
56, the mark.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Mike's 5-4. He runs.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal.
Hey, they're scared.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
Oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them,